Hi, good morning, friends. This is Miss Meckens from Waynesburg Elementary. I hope everyone has had a weekend filled with lots of fun and lots of rest. Today's Monday, so we're going to get started back with learning. So today we are going to learn about sensory support tools, and this is coming from our zones of regulation. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and get our PowerPoint up for us. All right, so this is lesson 10 from the zones of regulation. So these are our objectives. This is what I want you to learn by the end of this video. So first, I want you to learn how sensory support tools can help us regulate our emotions. So by the end of our video, hopefully you will be able to identify at least 2 different sensory support tools that you can use. Secondly, I want you all to understand that sensory support tools can either help you wake up. So if you're feeling really sluggish and really sleepy, they can help wake you up. Or if you need, you can choose a tool that will help you be more alert and more focused. And this also will help you feel more organized. All right, so sensory support tools, these are really important because they can help us learn how to regulate our emotions. So first we need to talk about our zones. So on this slide, you see all kind of different emojis and different faces, different feelings. So the first step is to identify what we're feeling. So if we're feeling happy, if we're feeling sad or angry or silly, we need to figure out what's going on with our bodies first. And then after we know what we're feeling, we can choose what zone we're in. So are we in the blue zone, the red zone, the green zone, or the yellow zone? And once you've got that figured out, we can choose a tool. So what are tools? When I say that word, what do you think of? Some people might think of a hammer, some nails, anything that you would use to build. But for us, tools are strategies that help us calm down, be more alert, maybe more focused. And these are tools that help us get back to the green zone because the green zone is where we feel most comfortable. And I want you to know that tools affect everybody differently. So one tool that you like might not work for your friend, or one tool that works for your teacher might not work for you. We all are different, so our tools are going to affect us different, but that's okay. Okay, so with our sensory support tools, this is when we use one of our 5 senses. So down here, we've got a picture of each sense. So with taste, we may use something to snack on to help us calm back down and get focused. With hearing, we might listen to some music or listen to use a sound machine that has ocean waves, something that is calming. Sight, we might look at a pretty picture or something, someplace that makes us feel safe. With smell, we might smell our favorite flower, our favorite food. And then we also have touch. So this is when we may touch something soft. We may use a fidget stick, something where we're using our hands. And so with our senses, when we use them, it sends a message to our brain, and then a message goes to our brain stem. And this helps us determine if we need to feel more calm or more alert. So another thing our brain stem does is when we are in a room, say we've got people talking, we're listening to a video, we have all these pretty pictures around the room, it helps us focus and figure out what we need to push out so we can stay alert to one thing. Now, if that doesn't happen, we might feel overwhelmed, and that's okay because everyone feels overwhelmed at some point. But the important thing with our tools is that when we feel overwhelmed, we can use one, and this will help either calm us back down to focus. It might help us feel more organized, or it could help us be more alert if we're feeling really drowsy. So on this slide, I'm going to show you some examples of some different tools that you could use. We have a fidget stick or a fidget spinner. I know there are also fidget cubes. So this is a picture of a soft blanket. So if you need something to calm down, you might rub it to help you feel calm. We have goldfish, but this could be any kind of snack that you use to help wake you up. We have a candle, so this would be a really nice smell that we like. We have headphones if you want to listen to music. Exercise, so any kind of movement. This could be yoga or doing some push-ups, running around outside, anything to get your body moving. And we have a sandbox. Now, some other examples of tools are yoga. I think I mentioned that. Slime, a rice bin. Some people like to get like a container and put rice in and play with the rice in there. Jump rope. Now, I have a couple tools from my office that I just wanted to show you. So this is something soft. So if you're feeling really maybe nervous, you're in the yellow zone, you might need something to calm down and feel safe, so you could just rub this. I have a stress ball, so some people like to squeeze these if they're feeling angry or if they've got a lot of energy. This is just another little fidget thing with little beads in it. And I'm sure a lot of people have this at home. So this is just like moon sand, or you could use Play-Doh, anything that you can play with, and it helps you focus and calm down. All right, so I have a couple of questions for you. Some things I want you to think about. So like we've learned about, some tools will help you feel more calm, but other tools will help you feel alert and wake you up. So if you were in the blue zone, so remember the blue zone is you might be sick, you might be sleepy, you might be sad. Would you need to choose a tool to help you calm down or be more alert? Right. You would need a tool to help you feel more alert and to help you wake up. So what are some tools that you could use? Maybe something with movement. Maybe you need a brain break. You could do a Go Noodle video, or you could get up and just simply stand instead of sitting down. Maybe you need to go do some push-ups, anything like that. So if you're in the red zone, so this is angry, you're feeling upset, would you need a tool to calm down or to be more alert? Right, you need a tool to be more calm. So some tools that you could use for this are deep breathing. You could play with some silly putty, maybe a smell that you really like to help calm you down that brings a good memory. You might have something soft to touch like a blanket. All right, so I have two pictures on here. So the first one is Miss Annie, and she is sad, she is crying. So I want you to think of a time you've been sad at school. So if you came to school and you were sad all day, so when you got to school, you were sad at lunchtime, at recess, what would your day be like? Probably be really long. So you might not get any of your work done because you're sad, you're crying. You might not talk to your friends, so you may stay alone. And you might not be able to concentrate because you're just focused on being sad, right? So I want you to look at the other picture too. So this is Miss Annie angry. So think of a time that you were angry at school. Now, if you would have stayed mad the whole day, what would your day be like? You could have gotten in trouble. Maybe you yelled at your friends, you said something mean to somebody. And if you were feeling angry, you probably didn't do your work, so you may have gotten in trouble. This is why our tools are so important, because when we come to school, we don't want to have bad days. We don't want to miss out on learning. We want to be able to have a good time with our friends and our teachers. So if we know we are in the blue zone or the red zone, we can choose a tool to help regulate our emotions and bring us back to the green zone so we can have a good day and have our brains ready for more learning. So what I want you all to do, I want you to go around your house and find some things that you could use for sensory tools. So you could even ask your parents for help. So maybe if you all have some rice, you can make a rice bin for when you need to calm down. Maybe you could have an area where you do some movement breaks, so some Go Noodle videos, things like that. You might be able to make some slime, or you might already have some Play-Doh at your house. And these would be really great to use at home when you're feeling upset or angry or sad or nervous. All right, guys, so I just want you to remember this. Different tools work for different people. So if you use a stress ball or maybe you use a movement break and it doesn't work for you, that's okay. Tools affect us differently. And if you're having trouble finding one that works for you, you can come talk to me. You can talk to a teacher or somebody, and we'll help you find one that works for you, okay? Now, if you all have any questions, feel free to contact your counselor or somebody at school, and we'll be happy to help, okay? Have a great day. Bye, everyone.